football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rebels' offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big time.
Turning it on. It's caught. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Quarterback extends the play. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Thomas back to pass. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Alabama's offense will try to get something going with their 1st possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Showing off the arm. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's it, 5. Makes a connection. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. Buying some time as he moves left. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. Moves away as he feels pressure. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Thomas looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and go to this situation and move your offense backwards.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And this defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and you know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Puts it out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quickly complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Quarterback will keep it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Thomas back to pass. He's got it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Snags it over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Touchdown, Rebels! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit to them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking them right to the face.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating.
Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's good. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's got him. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. press, looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be dragged down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Now the play fake. Caught. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success, these guys...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Thomas back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. On the move at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bama! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Thomas looking to fire. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 40. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
After run, now throw. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback keeps it, and they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to swing it on second down. The quick out. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Base 27 jump. Base 27.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering gobbling it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Now, this slant route you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Looking left. Makes the grab past the marker. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Keeps looking downfield. Back's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying play action. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Well, Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. He's in open space downfield. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets rid of it. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. He wants to change this route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Setting up the screen. Taking it the other way. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it.